Menu narration option is set to off.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, set, 60 outlaw.
Let's go, Eddie. Let's go, Eddie. Tell me what you got. What you got, Eddie?
Lead grip, lead grip.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, Love. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Stanley. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 15. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
He's crashing.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
180. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
On 1st down, Taylor. He's got daylight. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 53 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
That's got to be a long day.
Check 26, check 26. Pilot, 64, weak.
Let's go. Hey, we got
Snap.
On the carry, it's Love. call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First down, Chiefs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Stanley. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Check 4, check 4. X3, 218, top 6.
On 1st and 10, Stanley, flush to his right. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Okay, ready?
Going to give it to Love. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a 2nd straight week.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hey, alert 33.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, 32 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This is Love. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of his on QB.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw. Stanley. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Get that ball. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Little Mike 52. Mike 52. Hit it.
Throwing again. Stanley. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Check that. Little Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Keep it.
From the gun, Stanley. He's going to fire one deep, middle up into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. I got you.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Frank Clark drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And the catch made by Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
On the ball. Shoot.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Kansas City.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Set.
Recon, 152 fighter.
51 Mike.
Put up.
51.
Now.
On 1st down, here's Love. They find some open field here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half.
Still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. He finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. As the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Love, and he's got this down to the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield on the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
180. Check. Watch 54. Watch. Point it right. Mike 5-4.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line.
King. Hey, echo.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Love again. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length.
Odell Beckham Jr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Stanley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Love. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stanley. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Mayfield now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's caught. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. We're good.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run with Love. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Set, ready, 30 base.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hit it.
From the gun, Stanley. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh. Without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Ready, ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They go to Johnson again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off the draw, here's Johnson. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillandale as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Love has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mack Wilson. Johnson was the intended receiver. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go. 50, plant.
54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. All day, baby. All day.
Final score, Browns 42, Chiefs 17.